for the beginning, would you please introduce yourselves and give us a little band history?
Hi, my name is Johann Farfalla. I'm the bass player of Opeth. I've been a bass player for like 16 years now, and I've been playing with Opeth for 2 or 3 years. 2 years.
I'm Peter Lindgren, Peter Lindgren. I'm the guitarist of Opeth, and I don't know. I've been in the band since 1991 or something. Band history. It's Michael and Anders started in a band called Eruption many years ago, and there were a parallel band called Opeth with another guy, and those three reformed and under the name of Opeth, and carried on for like 2 years with different members. And in 1991, I joined the band, and then we went on as a three-piece, and we had a bass player, but he's not in the band now, obviously. So in 1994, I think Johan joined the band, and that's the lineup.
What does Opeth mean, by the way?
Well, it's like Opeth basically means the city of the moon, but it's not just a word. It's like a concept with myths and legends and history, and also it's like a concept.
How would you describe your musical style, and what are your influences to create this type of music?
It's quite hard to say. We all have different influence. I'm into the classic music, and mostly Bach and Shostakovich and Orff. But I also like modern music, like At the Gates and Corpse. Yeah. I passed this long.
Yeah, and I think all of us are into the 70s as well, like bands like Camel, if you heard of them.
Yeah,
so, we mix influences from everywhere and put them in our music, so it's tricky to describe the influences. It's like everything. Our music is quite tricky to describe. I think it's the most tricky question ever. Yeah, you have to listen. It's like long songs and a lot of changes, and I think the songs are quite complex.
What was the intention to use this strange layout for your first CD, Orchid?
Well, I don't know really. It's the orchid is a very beautiful flower, but it's quite dangerous too. It gives you the right feeling of the music.
You could say that Orchid reflects our music in a way. It's like, beautiful and dangerous, and it could mean anything really, but that's a reflection of our music, basically.
Opeth is a really unknown band to most of the people. Who have the reactions and sales of your new album been so far?
The reactions has been very good, and the sales we don't know, so I can't answer that question. But reactions is very good.
Do you know bands from Germany, and do you like some of them?
Do you mean death metal bands or other bands? I used to be into the metal scene of the 80s with bands like Accept and also Vendetta. And Germany has always been a heavy metal land, a country of heavy metal music, so there's a lot of bands. But, Accept is one of our favorite bands, or used to be one of our favorite bands at least.
What does heavy metal mean to you? Is it more lifestyle or just a musical style?
I don't know. I am heavy metal, so it's hard to say if it's a lifestyle. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably it is a lifestyle, but metal is so wide. it's hard to say what is metal. Is Europe metal, or is like Corpse? Is that metal? If everything is metal, well, I don't know. We can't say that's a lifestyle, but well, I think metal is a kind of lifestyle. Do you want to add something?
Well, I think Johan's right. I mean, all of us grew up with heavy metal bands like Iron Maiden and stuff, so we have our roots in the heavy metal, and we'll probably never leave that.
This was the last question. Are there any last words you want to tell to our listeners? Anything you want?
Yeah, buy our record.
No backward messages, but I don't know. Just take care.